Literally start immediately. A wing mo wit. I can start immediately. A wing mo wit. How you like that, dude? A wing mo wit. We on it.
Yeah. That's, dude, starting the episode is like just when you push it in. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah, like once
oh, God.
and then you lubed up and it pops in.
Oh. Choo, choo. That first.
Beep, beep, beep. Oh. Yeah, dude. Now you know you're gliding.
Every time I start an episode, dude,
you're
I'm
sliding and gliding in. We start gliding.
God, dude.
Slide right into that mode, dude. Right in all that gruel, just riding up and down. Yeah. A little bit of gruel.
No, they had no fucking idea.
Every once in a while, it's a spooky episode, but this is just very sexual.
Dude. This is just fucking sex.
This is just me and Cusky talking gruel, baby. This is picking up at all. I see you looking.
Yeah, it was freezing. It was freezing. My looking ass was looking at the screen. It was freezing for a second.
You're always on your bullshit when we try to start the cast.
The fucking screen will like stop recording and then it'll just catch back up.
Unreal that our level of. I mean, obviously, I've put in no effort the entire time we've started, but
I mean, these are just
that our production value, as far as knowing what we're doing at all, hasn't improved.
I know.
From day one, it's been the same thing.
I know.
It's fucking crazy.
Well, it's like I can't help it. If my computer decides to freeze up, it's like, how can I stop that?
It's why you guys need to donate to the Patreon.
Yeah, dude.
Get McCusker a sick fucking computer.
Hire us a nerd, dude.
Or hire us a fucking nerd.
I don't know, dude. If the allegations are true on DeGrasse, we might be able to scoop him up.
DeGrasse could be moving back. He had a show on Compounder.
Stop it.
Yeah, I think he did, dude.
Did he?
I think.
This might have been a co-opted hit.
You think it was an inside job?
This might have been a co-opted fucking hit, dude.
Could be. Well, that wouldn't be surprising. He's a black guy that was on Compound.
Exactly, dude.
He might be fucking getting hit with a Me Too for no reason.
Did you look into that at all?
DeGrasse? No. I was. Although fuck him, I never liked him,
dude. It's not. It's fucking. So there is. So
let's get some skull, dude.
Here's smack it up, dude.
Smack some skull.
My
up.
Vape's almost charged.
If you hit me with a DeGrasse story,
my vape's almost charged.
I'm gonna need some citrus skull for this,
dude. So there's three people who came forward. So the one girl.
That's a lot.
But dig these stories, dude. He was at I think like a nerd convention with a bunch of fucking.
He must drown in pussy at nerd conventions,
dude. They detail how he was trying to get some pussy at a nerd convention. So this girl, a teacher of like outer space teacher at like an expensive school that people like work their whole lives to get to. She had the solar system on her arm. My man DeGrasse is looking for fucking Pluto, dog.
Really?
I mean, he, in his defense, in his apology, not even apology, his thing is just like, here's what happened. And he was like, as you know, I stake a lot of my career on the fact that Pluto's actually a planet. So I wanted to make sure the young lady had Pluto on her. So he went like this. She had like a sleeveless dress, and he went like that. And he's like, you got Pluto on. Neil deGrasse flipped down her collar to check for Pluto to see if all the other planets.
What was it? A tattoo? Is that what you said?
It was a tattoo of the solar system, and Neil deGrasse talking to a science babe. Fucking, I mean, the dude's.
Look at your tattoo. You just rolled your
snake,
sleeve up.
Baby.
Wow.
Imagine you see the snake and he went like this.
What if he was like, where's Pluto? And he lifted it up and it was a don't tread on me. Poor, a very bad tattoo.
He would have Me Too'd her, dude.
Yeah.
So that was his one account where he was just like, my bad. I was just looking for Pluto. I mean, that's not in line with being a rapist. If like, you know,
no.
The girl was like, it's creepy. And he's like, yeah, I apologize. You know, if it was creepy, he probably just dropped the fucking like Cosmos where he was just like hologrammed in outer space. And like, the cool thing about this is came off set and was like, space tattoo. He's like,
if you have a space tattoo,
pretty sure we're fucking.
I own you. For sure. That's a DeGrasse branding.
Yeah, dude.
If you have a solar system tattoo, DeGrasse has free reign on your pussy.
Well, DeGrasse also said he's like, you guys don't understand how much I love outer space. He's like, I love outer space more than other people. So like, if I get legit, like genuinely excited.
So his defense was, I'm autistic.
Yeah, dude.
That's sick, dude. That's like the Kevin Spacey. Spacey was just like, oh, I'm fucking gay. Yeah, DeGrasse was like, I'm actually autistic, so I can't get Me Too'd.
So that's his one. I think there's some people pulling back off the DeGrasse Me Too, being like, this is going too far. Because it was like he flipped up. I mean, if they're going to take every awkward thing you've ever done and then just try to lump you in with rapists. Yeah, dude, it's like, imagine that. It's like, dude, I don't even want to go down the mirrored hallway that's my past of like, imagine when I was 21. Like just walking around, I was blacked out for like 4 years. Yeah. Please don't come up with some shit. I don't know what I did.
Yeah, if that happens to you, I bet it would suck.
Horrible, dude. And then like,
probably rough if somebody did that to you.
Yeah, I fucking bet, dude. So yeah, there was that. He looked for Pluto on a chick's shoulder, which again, You know, it's not very nice, but
Yeah.
it's also one of those things too where like the Cosman, he was a fucking bad boy, but it's like he's partying like it's 1970, and all of a sudden you get tried for 1970 behaviors in 2019. It's like it's a whole different ball game, bro.
True.
It's crazy. I mean,
So you support Cosby?
I'm saying you should fucking slip fucking Quaaludes in chicks' drinks, but I'm saying it was like, you know, it's just weird to get tried for something in like a whole other time. It's like bringing people from the past and being like, we're trying. I mean, I guess they're still busting Nazis for shit. Some old geezer just got busted for Nazi crimes, dude.
I'm just letting you spin right now.
They gassed his
You're
ass.
just going, dude.
So deGrasse checked the chick's shoulder. I guess saw Pluto, and so that's one Me Too tally. So that's one coming up.
0 for 1.
Exactly.
0 for 1.
So he invited one of his grad students over to his house for wine and cheese.
This sounds like 1 for 2 so far.
Hold up.
This
So,
sounds
dude,
like they might be hitting one here.
So she was she was a production assistant, excuse me. She's fucking hot. She was a production assistant.
hot?
Super fucking hot, dude.
I told you I saw him walk by outside of
You
Sirius.
told me, yeah, you saw
Neil deGrasse.
NGT,
I saw
dude.
the deGrasse man walk by, dude.
He's probably just
I heard his
leaving
dork
this-
voice. He was actually walking with a hot chick.
It might have been
I
his
saw his
production
nerd
assistant,
voice
bro.
walking by, and I was like, it sounds like Tyson.
I mean, it's classic.
Looked over, I saw him.
It's classic fucking black nerd
I
comes
should've
into
beat
tons
the
of
shit out of him
This
had
is
I found
just
out what he
science
did.
Tiger Woods, dude.
It is.
Except it's rather than like Tiger Woods being like a cool like drinking drug guy golfer.
Nah, he was a dork though.
He's like a golfer, so he's like getting drunk and doing drugs, getting hookers. DeGrasse is just like nerding out, dude. He's nerding on. This isn't Me Too. This is like he's nerding out on chicks to the point where they get uncomfortable.
Yeah, like, is he trying to rape me? It's like, no, he's just loves science.
Well, dude, it's not even like so.
Yeah, what happened with this?
The girl who was his production assistant, apparently he said like this girl would try to like hug all the time, and he told her, he goes, I can't hug you because I might want more. Dude.
Oh.
That's fucking fair. Some girls like hug
That's
me.
super fair.
He's like, you're too hot. I can't hug you. This is the grass being like, we can't be hugging like that.
This is the second strike of autism. This is just an autistic guy. What?
So he goes, I don't want to hug you. Apparently he's like, I don't want to hug you because I don't like, he's like, I might, you know, it might make me want more.
So far, these are both behaviors of like a 9-year-old boy.
Exactly. So dude, so she
Like
goes
a guy that's like, oh, I like your tattoo. Oh my God, I was looking for Pluto. You know that's still a planet? It's like, okay, kid. And this one, he's like, please don't hug me. I love your boobs.
So then he goes to he invites her to his house for wine and cheese, right? He's a married man, invites a fucking production assistant to his house for wine and cheese. And apparently she said the conversation got awkward at times.
That happens.
And then so DeGrasse, instead of I think a hug, he decided to like shake her hand, but he did this shake that he learned where like you put your finger out on each other's wrists as you
Yeah.
shake hands and feel each other's pulses. And it's a way to like feel the energy between two people. That's what happened. And then they ate wine and cheese, and then they went home. The girl was like, it was super awkward and I have to quit. And he goes, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that made you uncomfortable. I'm really sorry. She's like, well, it's too weird now. I'm quitting my job. Me Too number 2. Neil deGrasse did a weird Eskimo handshake. I mean, dude, the guy's definitely perving out on these chicks for sure. He's like,
Yeah, but it's not.
he's
like,
bringing a girl in. But he said, he goes, dude, I talked to her. Like, here's the thing with NGT.
He came over for wine and cheese at your boss's house, and he shook your hand weird.
And felt your pulse. Yeah, and then, but he also might have been talking about sexual shit. Neil deGrasse was like, dude, we talked about like everything. We talked about life in its totality. So it's like, if I can't, and I mean, he didn't say this, but it's like, so what do you do with women? Can you actually be their friends and talk to them like normal people?
No, dude.
Or can you like not invite them? As if you're like, I'm not, like when Pence was like,
Yeah.
I can't go out without my wife somewhere. Everyone's like, what a fucking psycho. But
Yeah.
then it's like, if you invite a girl to your house, like, well, I'm not comfortable with this conversation, therefore I'm going to ruin your entire career. It's like, dude, that's fucking nuts.
When
That's
Pence said that, he was like, I would never eat dinner just one-on-one with another woman.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, yeah, that's
Pence,
fair.
Dude, Pence knows what's good.
Pence,
dude.
dog, dude, Pence is the man.
Dude, first lady.
DeGrasse is
Or
autistic.
the second lady, dude. She
innocent.
knows.
Second lady she must have that grilled up puss, dude. She's giving him head. She's getting pussy.
Definitely, dude.
Pence is rolling in pussy. If he's
Exactly.
like, yo, I'm the second most powerful man in the world, I don't need any sniz. I got one sniz.
Exactly. And imagine,
the
dude,
press was like, what a misogynistic, sexist piece of shit. He can't be around women without wanting to fuck them.
if he went out and was like, you look great tonight, plant, me
Oh.
dude. It's like, they lump these guys in with Weinstein who are just like fucking raping chicks in hotel rooms. So that's like, then you try to lump in NGT with a fucking dude like Weinstein. It's like
I gotta hear strike 3 because so
Dude.
far these are
bullshit,
fucking
dude.
crazy.
So, dude, strike 3 was this chick. I mean, they put it's funny. The articles put pics up of all the different sniz, so you like get a look at them. They put pics up of strike
the articles
3.
always put up like teachers that fuck their students.
They like show
Put
how
up a
hot
mugshot.
You got to see how hot
And
everyone
then
is.
peep their Instagram. They
Dude.
find a hot slutty Instagram picture.
So the last chick, dude. I mean, she comes up and she was like, "He drugged me, raped me. I don't remember anything."
Whoa.
Blah 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 blah. NGT comes out and there was a girl. He goes, "I remember a girl writing about me in a blog, but I didn't recognize her name." He finally found out who it was. He goes, "This was a chick I dated like very briefly in my graduate school." He was like, "We hooked up twice. It wasn't really there." And I was like, "Hey, like we don't have to do this anymore." And he goes, "I welcome a full investigation." He goes, "I definitely didn't do anything like that." So he was like,
Wow.
and so he's like, "Please," he's like, "I welcome a full investigation into all this." He's like, I know for a fact I didn't. He's like, "I feel bad," because he's like, it was like imagine some chick you just hooked up with. You fucked twice. You're like, "Hey, this isn't really working," and then all of a sudden she just fucking dude.
And then she does what?
She just goes off and fucking says you drugged and raped her, and she doesn't remember anything.
That must suck.
Yeah, dude, fucking seriously.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So like, yeah, man. So he was just like, he goes like, "I honestly just feel bad. Like that's the life. That's the turn she took
Need to
after
free
all
Neil
these
deGrasse,
years."
dude.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I've read the fucking case against my man, fucking NGT, and I'm not.
I don't
I'm
like
just
him.
like, this is some bullshit.
I was eager to.
You thought you were gonna bury
I was
him.
quick to jump on this fucking pile because it's nice to see a dork get crushed,
yeah, it is.
but you got to free deGrasse, dude.
DeGrasse has a big old dick.
He's
dude.
got a big
Woo! DeGrasse is blessed, dude.
DeGrasse is definitely blessed. Dude.
He's blessed, dude.
How blessed do you think he is?
Ooh, DeGrasse, dude. I'm thinking like walking around with like a soft 7.5.
Seems like an uncirced guy.
DeGrasse.
If I had to get, just for some reason, it's something weird. Seems like an uncirced guy. I think that's something that's a cause of autism. Everybody's blaming vaccines. I think it's
You think it's not being circumcised?
Yeah,
No.
foreskin gives you autism.
No fucking way, dude.
Yeah, it does.
Autism's been like going up. It's just from having kids when you're too old. There's just tons of autists. You know what they really said it was from? You know what people used to think it was from?
What?
It was they used to call it refrigerator mothers. So back in the day when
I thought your
autism,
pussy was too cold?
no, it was your sniz was too cold.
Yeah.
No, I think if you didn't give head enough, like if while you were pregnant, if you didn't give head enough, your son got autistic.
I think that's a fair thing.
I know. No, it was if your son doesn't like ingest enough cum.
Yeah, your son, when you swallow cum, if you're pregnant,
Get smarter.
Damn.
It wasn't that, but
But if you're pregnant and you swallow a guy's load,
it's probably good.
the nutrients go into that kid.
Dude, I mean,
Wow.
That shit
He's
probably-
just swallowing his old fucking pals.
yeah, man.
Guys, he was just hanging out with them.
It's got to be good for the kid. All those stem cells and shit, because going into the more stem cells and it's
That's how
creating
you
like
get
a
a
multiplier.
jacked kid.
Why do you think I'm so jacked, bro?
Why do you think I'm huge? My
Exactly,
mom fucking
dude.
was guzzling.
Ooh, dude. Mom was doing like pull out, suck, dude. Finish. Ugh.
He
It's
needs
awesome.
more, Phil.
But no, they used to call it refrigerator mother. So they like if your mother was too cold and like unattached, then you'd become autistic. That was like a prevalent scientific theory.
That kind of makes sense. Like if a kid's weird, you're like, nobody loved him.
I mean, maybe
He
but-
doesn't know how to love, so no one cared about him.
Yeah, but apparently it's it's been debunked.
Debunked. Sorry.
But they don't really know. There's like 3 possible things that make up like 30% of like the possible causes.
Yeah.
The rest of it is like we have no idea why there's so many more autistic people. Way more people killing themselves right now. It might just be a numbers game,
I wonder if.
but apparently
the
white dudes are fucking off of themselves.
Yeah, we talked about this at
Yeah.
an almost Japanese rate.
yeah, right.
Yo,
right.
how funny was that Reddit
Oh
post?
my god!
Did you
dude.
see that?
Which one?
The Reddit post about the Tokyo partner trying to
Trying to get away
trying
from
to
the
take a picture of an elk, like
Yeah,
up close.
run
And
away.
then one of the comments was like, "A Red Dead, a redemption rue." It's so fucking funny.
I thought you were talking about the other one.
fucking
I thought you were talking
killed
about the
me.
one about the Dan Carlin history.
Which one was that?
Zeus chucked up a zinger, dude.
About the Tokyo partners are out of pocket in World War II.
dude.
Tokyo part. We need to discuss Tokyo partners more.
Oh, for sure.
Because that's a fucking great thing. The Tokyo partners are running wild in New York,
Yeah,
dude.
man. Are they really?
You should see how many partners I run into.
You've seen them?
I got fucked up one night with Tokyo partners.
Did you really?
Yes.
They're a fun group to chill with.
Dude, we were after a show, we were walking by this table of Asian dudes.
Yeah.
The Tokyo partners.
Were they in suits?
It was the partners.
You see Asian dudes in suits.
Dude, it was 100% the partners.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
Did they have a tiny model
They
house?
had a table like this. It was a circular table.
Yeah.
They had sticks pointing at a small house.
Did they disapprove of the tiny model
the
house?
one they were mad, and the guy who was disapproved, he got so shunned and embarrassed. But
Dude.
we walked by. The bar was empty, and it's just these dudes sitting in the back, the partners, probably like 3 or 4 of them, and they were shitting on black dudes. And we walked by, and of course that caught my ear. I was like, "What'd you just say?"
What now?
And they thought I was coming after them, so they were like, "Nothing." They
clammed up on you?
They clammed up. Well, I walked by, heard them shitting on black dudes.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What the
You
fuck
fucking
did you say?"
hit the e-brake?
Yeah. And I was like, I was hammered, so I sat down and started talking to these dudes, and they were like, they were
like
all
the-
immigrants.
Dude, you're like the last samurai. You saw like a bunch of Japanese dudes being racist, and you like got their culture, and you just became like so. You're like, check this out. And they're like,
Yeah, I was like, watch
he's
this.
too strong.
Black people always use Bluetooth. And they're like, oh, black people always use a Bluetooth. Like, yes, dude, you're getting it. But no, their stories were great. It was all about, because they were all Asian immigrants, and all their kids get bullied, and they all get bullied by black dudes in their neighborhood.
Oh, goes into
They
school.
fucking hated black dudes. 'Cause black people are very mean to us. I was like, yeah, man, you guys talk funny.
I used to work with Korean guys, and that one guy literally pulled up. I used to have to, this dude Danny. His fucking such a pussy. He'd always be like, he'd make me carry everything. He'd be like, I need to get surgeries. Yeah, I need to get surgeries. We'd pull up, and we like had delivered to like Tamika's Lounge in West Philly, and he'd pull up, and he goes, he'd like stop and be like, oh, that's fucking the bad peoples. And I'm like, dude, come on, man.
Whoa.
He goes, I went to school in North Philly, got bullied every day. And I'm like, dude, you probably got fucked with so
Oh my
hard.
god! Oh my god!
He probably got fucked with so
Dude, think
bad.
of young black kids talking to fucking Asian exchange students.
Well, a lot of black people hate. A lot of people historically, there was like serious beef between black people and Koreans, because Koreans were like a middleman minority for a while, who were the only people who would open up stores in the hood.
Yeah,
and they'd buy shit off of like white dudes and merchants, and then sell it in the hood and be like, "Oh, you get out!
Yeah,
what you buy? You know, browse, get out."
It's a great dynamic that they both have.
If you're Korean, you have like a revolver and some bulletproof glass, you can come up in the hood.
Yeah, it's big time.
Now Poppy does it. Poppy edged out the Koreans.
I don't know. We got some fucking Koreans right down the corner. Sitting
yeah,
behind
yeah,
some bulletproof glass.
Yeah,
dude.
they get behind a barrel-proof, dude. You get a fucking like old rusty
Set up the
revolver.
barricade. Start selling your wares to the local black people.
That is such a depressing fucking bit. Just sit behind bulletproof glass all day and just spin a fucking thing.
Spin a weird case to give like one dude a blunt wrap.
Yeah. And be like,
$1.
$1, thank you. And just go back to watching a Korean soap opera on your phone, dude.
Very sad.
Yeah, man. My boss came in. He like called me in the office the one time. I forget if I talked about this or not, but he would give me like business ideas, and dude, like completely unironically, like not trying to be funny, not even trying to be offensive. He was like, you know, there's a good business, and I was like, what? And he was like, pet shops. It's like a black people's love to spend money about the pit boo, and I'm like, dude, are you fucking like? Then it literally looking, he was not fucking trying to be funny. He's like, they spend a lot of money on dog stuff. I'm like, what, dude? Where the fuck are you coming up with
Dude,
this
your
from?
Korean accent makes me so happy.
I was immersed in the culture, dude.
You were.
For
you were the
fucking
fucking
years.
last samurai.
I was
you were the samurai.
I was the last guy to steal a case of beer out of a Korean beer distributor and not get caught. Dude, they grilled me. They knew I did it. They didn't have cameras or anything. The one
They
guy
knew.
hand counted their inventory. I took one of those, like, you know those refrigerator 12 packs?
Yeah.
I took a refrigerator 12 pack of MG. I was like, just sell me beer. And they're like, well, I was 19. I was like, you fucking pussies. So I took a refrigerator 12 pack, and they called me in the office, and they're like, did you take the MGDs? And I'm like, nah, dude, I didn't take the fucking MGDs.
You stole the MGDs from the fucking partners?
Dude, I'll never again.
From
dude.
the soul partners?
I got busted from the Soul Partners, dude.
The soul partners will get you.
I stole a 12 pack of. They were ice cold, dude. I put them in my fridge and
You're
sipped
lucky
on.
that wasn't real Tokyo partners.
Oh, they would have fucked. The Yakuzas would have came in, dude.
The Tokyo partners would have got you.
They would have caught me in like a snowy field, dude, and kill build me. It would have fucked me up, dude.
For the MGDs, dude.
But yeah, man. I got busted. Dude, I was in my class recently. We had to have like a diversity talk. Dude, first of all, it's the funniest fucking thing in the world.
You guys
wanna-
are still having diversity talks?
We had a class that was just about diversity. And it was like the teacher was like, I don't want to talk about it. I want to open it up for everyone. She's like, who am I to like talk about diversity? This, you need everyone's opinion. But I'll
Good
give
fucking
credit to my
Christ,
teacher.
dude.
My teacher at least tried to say like, well, we're not going to get it right in here. So just don't be scared. Speak your mind. So we're in there, we're talking.
That's all you needed to hear, dude.
Yeah. So I
Give
played
the bull a green light.
I played
I'm sure
it cool.
you played it cool for a while.
I get triggered. I was chilling for a while. I sat through the whole gender talk and was like, whatever, just chilling, no problem, cool enough. And then we got on to race, and dude, it was just like these things are just for white people. Because everyone who was like another race in my class just sat there kind of like,
oh my God.
and then it was every white person who has any claim to like any other sort of ethnicity being like, well, actually, like there's actually white North Africans, and like I'm not really even white, and then it's like, well, I'm actually like Jewish, and like, dude, it was just that for a while, and then white people just being like, yeah, like I just don't understand how people even like are racist at all. It's just like so weird to me, dude. So then we start talking. Luckily, some black lady starts talking about how like African dudes and American black dudes have beef, and like they go back and forth. I think they just said African
I saw a
dudes.
sick African dude today at a rest stop.
Did you really?
He was classic African immigrant. He was wearing like a brown suit from the 70s.
Dude.
What?
Dude, okay, dude, you're reading my fucking mind.
Yeah, that's what African immigrants wear, dude.
So I'm sitting there, and I'm in class, and we're talking about that, and then someone else, some dumb fucking cracker from my class, raises their hand and goes, "Yeah, it's just so crazy because like." You would never even be able to tell, like, if you're looking at someone, if they're African or just American black dude.
What?
I get triggered. I raise my hand and go, yes, you can.
Yeah, they
I'm
look like used car salesmen with dark red eyes. Yeah, you can fucking tell real quick.
Dude, so they're like, how can you tell? And I'm like, and I start saying this, and all the black chicks in my class start laughing because, like, they're sitting there the whole time, like, this is so retarded. So they kind of start giggling to themselves. I'm like, I don't know, just look for some dude in, like, weird business casual, and I'm trying to like with like super straight posture, dude. The class, all the fucking black people in class are laughing. All these young white chicks are like, and I'm like, dude, if you're at like a nightclub and you see like a black dude dressed like a magician, it's probably an African dude.
100%,
dude. And so then
did you say that in class?
Yes, dude.
Holy fuck, that's hilarious.
People start fucking laughing. A bunch of dude, and all of a sudden, it was just a bunch of young white people just waiting, dude. And they go, "Now's my chance." And they're like, So if you see a black person in business casual, you automatically assume he's I'm like, dude, no, I'm just.
It's pretty easy to point it out. It's
Dude.
real easy to tell.
Here's the thing: if you hang out around black people,
True.
If you don't, you probably can't tell.
Yeah.
So it's like, and these are people there's people at my school paying money to learn how to talk to black people. As sad as that is.
They need to go work at that fucking Korean beer shop.
They need to work at the beer shop, dude.
I'd rather spend the money on the pita booze. I'd rather dog stuff.
Well, it's just funny because it's like, if you have any sense at all, dude, it's just people in there literally, and then I'm in there, people are coming at me, I'm fired up, so now I'm hitting them with fucking sick fucking theories, dude. I'm fucking jabbing some girls, like, yeah, it's just weird, like, because I feel like capitalism is like what kind of formed this subjugation of people. Flip the hand up, I'm like, I think the subjugation of people kind of predates that by maybe 5,000, 10,000 years. No big deal. Teacher goes, all right, fair point. Be careful. Dude, I'm in there. Guns. Dude, everyone, I'm like literally back to the wall, dude. Everyone's
That's
hating on me,
sick.
dude. Everyone's hating.
Well, you did say African immigrants dress like magicians.
All the black people laughed, dude.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's hilarious.
They were fucking dying.
I can
put their
picture
heads
it right
down.
now.
Oh my god.
The outfit it's like a bedazzled affliction, like a button down. It's like bedazzled. They're always bedazzled. The jeans are always bedazzled. They fucking love bedazzled.
Dude, Sydney, I was talking to Sydney again about this, and instantly when I brought it up, he goes, "Oh my god, yeah, you can." He starts laughing. I just said like telling the difference between African dudes and black dudes. Sydney was like, you can tell if you look at a guy, he's like the high cheekbones give it away.
Yeah.
And this look, he was like the dumbest African dude looks like the wisest fucking person in the world. But yeah, so like people are
All
fucking
dark red eyes too.
Yeah.
Real bloodshot eyes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you can just tell, dude. Like Sydney's like they're just superhuman. They don't have any Neanderthal in them at all. So like they come out and they're just like jacked, perfect posture.
Yeah, but also if you see like a dude in a 3-piece suit with like an Annie Ann's cup, it's definitely an African immigrant.
Yeah, if you see a dude, yeah, especially
in line at a Burger King in a 3-piece suit.
Yeah, like if you see like a 5'7" black dude in like a suit with a bald head, just like fucking strutting around, it's like all right. You can just tell. You just look at the dude's face, and you're like, all right, this guy's from Africa. But yeah, these guys didn't want to hear it, so they're all jumping up my ass. I'm still fucking. I'm in there, dude. I'm fighting.
Yeah.
I was just like fucking around in there, just like talking about stuff, and then it took this other turn where like we were talking about like I forget what they were saying, like how like yeah, just crazy that like I would blah 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 blah. I would never denounce someone's experience, and I was talking about how I was with I didn't say my ex-wife because I don't like doing diversity talk and be like I have a black girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I was talking about how when we were in restaurants at first, how like you just if you're black a lot of times you get really bad tables, and I was like, and I was like, I thought this was a nice story I was sharing with the class, how I was like, dude, don't be ridiculous, like you're fucking paranoid. Let's get through 5 times you get like you're by like the bathroom, by the fucking door in the wintertime. I'm like, you do get fucking shit ass fucking tables. So then, dude, instantly fucking 4 people raise their hands and go. I mean, I personally would never like deny someone's experience like you did. Like the fact that you were like, don't be ridiculous, just like makes me angry. I'm like, dude, I'm looking at them like, and dude, at one point, the 4th person who like the 4th white lady who scolded me for like denying this, it was like in joke. I was like, don't be ridiculous, dude. She said like, I just don't understand, blah 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 blah, and I literally went, good, it's very good you do that, dude. And like, so she got kind of like, man. So then at one point, I started going on this. I went on this long rant of like the continua of the human condition of like if you, I was like, you guys look at race in theory because you don't really know anyone. You guys are in, in a world out. You're primarily you haven't really dealt with people like that. So instantly they're all getting triggered like. Meh. So then I'm like, dude, if you look at this from afar, it makes sense. Like your guys' makes sense to match it up to the school stuff because these are people who don't really deal with black people writing about black people too. So, or, whatever other race. So it's like, you're like oppressor, oppressed, white, oppressor, black, oppressed. I'm like, this makes sense from your zoomed out view. I was like, if you zoom into any group of people, it's like chaos theory. Everything gets everyone's so different and all messed up. And yeah, there's like little trends and stuff that you can be like, oh yeah, some people do this. White people do weird shit like this.
Black people spend money on booze.
Exactly, dude. So it's like, you can like put together all this stuff. And I was like, if you're actually into it, you're like, it's so weird that none of this weird race theory applies because it's too generalized and it's weird, dude. This one girl's like, did something happen to you or something? Like, what happened that makes you so mad about? I'm like, I'm not even mad about this stuff. It was crazy, dude. Everything I said, I was like, dude, my whole point was like, anyone can be racist. This class teaches that only white people can be racist because they have power. I'm like, that's the craziest fucking thing to say. So she was like, name one place where white people are being oppressed. I'm like, I never even said that. That's not what I said. Yeah. It was just like that times a million. I was fucking crushing, dude. I was having a good old time. Indian lady came to my fucking rescue.
Indian lady helped.
She was like, yeah, she was talking. She's like, Indian people are very racist, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, baby.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. People don't want, oh, dude, it's just nothing but young white chicks who are just like, they're going to school to learn how to talk to minorities, dude. As sad as that is. That's it. They're paying money. So that's my little rant, bro.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Nah.
What's going on below the surface, though?
Below my surface?
Yeah. It's cracking.
Honestly, shit's really good right now.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Me and BBG had like a reasonable kind of breakup. I don't know, but it was good.
Just chilled things off.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was going full fucking boyfriend mode.
Yeah.
I can't not. Like, if I'm in a relationship like that, I'm fully like, what the fuck are you wearing? And why are you going out like that?
Yeah, for sure.
And I chilled out on it, but it was still like,
dude,
there's just no need for it.
So she wants a naughty B.
Yeah. And that's what she's getting.
Damn,
She
dude.
asked for it, dude. Watch out.
Nothing wrong with
Here comes
that.
a naughty B.
Yep. It was a naughty B up the pike, dude. That's fucking, that's tight. She fucking.
Yeah, she actually caught me. I was a wild stallion. She caught me, and then she was like, you need to be free, dude.
That's what's
Come
up.
back to the stable whenever you want, but you need to be fucking flying out on the plane.
Damn, dude. Whoa. She wants you to run full speed.
She wants me out there fucking flying. She's going to listen to this, and I'm never going to hang out with her again. I hope not. If you're listening, BBG, I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. She wanted to see your mane fucking flying in the wind,
No,
dude.
I had a joke about it that it was working this weekend. I was like trying to keep a hot girlfriend. But like trying to keep a hot girlfriend that knows she's hot and is like, it felt like you ever like hold a cat for too long. Like I was like holding it and I was like, oh, this is great. Like when you pet it at first, it's like things are going well and it just
They just roll on their back and stick their legs out.
It's like, oh shit, wait, don't go, please.
Dude, I had a guy, we split up in the grocery store today, and like, I came back to this aisle, and there's this like really tall dude getting something for her up from the top shelf, and I like instantly like wheeled down. Like they had these
Were you holding the cart?
I had the little wiener cart. I had like it's not even full carts, those little half carts, and I was just like wheeled down real quick, and I was like, put it in.
That's a fucking emasculating moment, dude.
I know. So I like pull up, and I'm like, nice, put it in the cart, and I'm like, look, this dude's tall as fuck, and he had like it was up so high and all the way towards the back shelf, and this super tall dude had to do his fucking like tippy toes. So then like, you know, he goes his way, and I'm like, what the fuck is that about? She's like, what? I couldn't reach something. I'm like, don't have fucking tall dudes get shit for you. Like I just like couldn't. It just pissed me off. Yeah, it just pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, shit fucking chapped my ass.
Definitely, she was like, "Oh my god, you're so tall."
Dude. She was giggling. She was like, "Oh my god, no!" But it was like so funny, and I was like, "The word funny doesn't apply to this. Shut the fuck up."
It is really funny.
Oh, it was not funny at all.
That sucks for you.
I was so dude. When I pulled around my little wiener cart, and I'm like, put it. I literally looked at the dude. And I'm like, put it in the cart.
Yeah.
Thanks. Get out of here.
Yeah, you should have made him get another one. You should be like, you know, get another one. Put this one back.
I should have been like, yo, get that up there and just grab his ass. I'm like, yeah, you're pretty fucking tall, dude.
We should take him.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fuck this guy.
You should have said, "Bae, does he seem good? Would you like to bring him back?"
You want to bring him back and watch me fuck him?
You know what? Yeah, dude, that'd be sick if you cucked your girlfriend with dudes.
Dude, honestly, I'd rather fuck him than have him fuck my girl. What would you rather do?
What?
Would you rather have a dude fuck? Dude, have a dude fuck your lady, dude.
What lady, dog? I'm not here to ride.
Damn, that's I'd rather, dude, if it came down to it, like, look, either this is just what's going to happen. We're going to have sex, or you fuck me. What are you going to do? Are you going to defend your lady's honor?
Definitely let a guy fuck my girlfriend before I
serious?
fuck a dude's butt.
But you have to be. You can defend your lady's honor, dude.
No. Oh wait, is he like at gunpoint with both of us? Is this gonna be like forced?
There's no guns. This is just fucking three wild hearts, dude.
This is three wild hearts
in a situation,
and she wants to fuck the guy, and he wants to fuck her.
This is just.
He's like, I want to fuck one of you.
Forget guns. There's just outside forces where this is just the way it has to be.
One of you is fucking this guy.
It's just red pill, blue pill. It's like, look, either this dude fucks a girlfriend, and he can reach the back aisle. It's something that's very tall at the supermarket.
Well, I can do that, so don't worry about that.
There's a higher, maybe at Home Depot where you have to hop on the little thing. Or you just butt fuck this guy. It'd be over in like 2 minutes.
You think you would come fast? You would fucking nut quick off this guy? You love this guy. I think you were just jealous of your girlfriend gets to talk to him.
No, because I was framing it more as a prison rape. So I was like, if you just fucking powered a dude, I'm like, wait a second, you're not raping this guy. I mean, you could role play it. You could do like
you could rape a dude in front of your girlfriend.
No, you could. I mean, dude.
Either way, the relationship's done.
Look, no, it's not.
There's no way your girl's gonna stay with you after she watches you rape a dude.
This might be a hot take, but there's no more.
True.
There's nothing more of an aphrodisiac than a woman seeing you physically and sexually overpower another man and fucking be like, There's nothing hotter than a girl.
Point at her and be like, "You're fucking next.
I'm coming for you. I just fucking raped this guy, dude." If your girlfriend watched you rape a guy, like if someone broke into your house and you're holding him down and just instantly kind of got erotic and you just like ended up like, you just fucking spit in your hand. You're like, "Bah!" Your girlfriend would be so fucking moist, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, there's no hotter thing.
You would rape a dude instead of letting him fuck your girlfriend?
Yeah, 100%.
It is tough, but...
Like, if there's a dude who was, like, going dick first, your wife was just sleeping, dude. She's just a damsel in distress. And this guy was just, like, he was fucking lined up
so now we're
perfect.
back to him raping her.
Okay, fine. But the only way
yes, I would rape the dude.
It's like a dragon's belly. This guy's only weak spot is his butthole, dude, and you're hard. Would you take him down? Yeah, you have to shoot an arrow right in the dragon's belly, dude.
I would.
You only have one weapon, dude.
Can I just rape both of them?
I mean,
can I while out in that moment and take both of them?
Oh, you mean like
punish him and then again hit her with the Hulk Hogan fucking U point and go get her? No,
your only other option would be to take the bullet. To like just jump in front of her and let him fuck you in the ass, and you just stop and you fuck her. You have to You have to do a bodyguard, dude. You have to jump in front of this dude and be like, and I just fucking take a fucking
in slow motion, get on all fours, like line it up and be like, oh, yeah, you're in, it's in. Oh.